Welcome back to the first ever Ridgeview Review. Patsy and I are now in the Ravens Report studio. It's a place we know well.
We'll take you behind the scenes of RVTV in a few minutes, but right now it's time to get into a tasty situation.
The lunch ladies aren't the only ones who make food here at Ridgeview. Here's Brock Luby with a story about the competitive side of cooking.
At Ridgeview High School, the culinary classes do not just give you culinary skills, but as well as a competitive side of cooking.
Yes, chef.
The students on the culinary team are very excited to have such a prestigious chef on the team.
I just graduated with my associate's degree in culinary arts from Cascade Culinary Institute at COCC. This is the first time for me, but just coming out of school, I'm pretty familiar with the regimen that happens at school and a lot of the things that need to take place when we're in the kitchen as far as safety and sanitation and working with others and just the basics. And I think this applies very well in this situation.
Students on the culinary team joined for multiple reasons.
Like, my favorite teacher is Miss Sutherland, and so she kind of persuaded me to enter the culinary team. I thought it'd be fun because I'm into sports, and culinary is kind of a sport, but it's different. So I've never tried it, and we actually compete. So it's something challenging.
Well, ever since I was little, I wanted to be a chef since I was probably about 8. My parents always bought me cooking stuff for my birthday. I got chef jackets, pots and pans and knives when other kids got Nerf guns and all the other fun stuff, I guess.
And I'm Brock Luby for the Ridgeview Review.
Mashed potatoes, yum. When do we break for lunch, Corbin?
Stay focused, Patsy. We're more than halfway done with the show. As you can see, the Ravens Report studio is actually totally green. We can use whatever background we want. It's the magic of TV.
Can we make the background mashed potatoes? Are you interested in the great ceramics program run by Mr. Mansell? Do you like entering contests? The next story has both of those. Here's Eddie Pace.
There are many talented minds at Ridgeview High School. Let's talk to one of them. Are you a natural at making pottery?
I guess, I don't know, it didn't really come naturally, but Mansell and everybody, and that already knew how to do it helped me out, learn, the basics and everything a lot. And I just kind of went from there on my own, and I don't know. That's it.
And what has Mansell taught you?
Everything, that I've learned about pottery has came from Mansell. I've never done it anywhere else. Last year was the first year that I've ever even heard of pottery, pretty much. So I hadn't touched clay before Mansell introduced it to me, so everything has come from him.
Now that we know about how Reese learned his skills, let's talk to Mansell about the contest and the pot.
The contest is a Central Oregon art show that is entered by all the high schools in Central Oregon. And there are all kinds of different divisions. Obviously, Reese's teapot was entered in the ceramics division. It's a once-a-year contest. It's judged by trained judges, so it's the real deal. It was a American Vision Award winner, so there were 5 award winners chosen out of all of Central Oregon, 700 entries, and it was the only ceramic piece chosen. The others were all two-dimensional drawing pieces.
And then, do you want to be a professional in this field?
I wouldn't say a professional is something that I would want to be in pottery. I definitely want to keep it a hobby, but I don't think professional is something that I would want to do.
I hope you enjoyed this infotastic piece. I'm Eddie Pace for the Ridgeview Review.
Wow, that's some serious talent. Congratulations to Reese on his awesome teapot. Patsy, where'd you go?
I'm back here in the control room. This is where the really talented TV people do their part, and where the Ravens Report comes together, or sometimes falls apart. Richie Shera has more.
Rule 4.
Thanks, Trent. Now for a look. Oh, let me just square that one away and do it over.
Hey, you guys are recording this, right?
Thanks, Trent. Now for a look around the weather around Ridgeview. Oh, I'm sorry. I blinked.
What does it feel like when you or a member of your crew screw up?
It feels, well, it's just really funny when someone screws up, even myself, you know. It makes it more fun. It makes the process more fun, in my opinion. Sometimes it gets like, you're in a time crunch where you really can't screw up, and sometimes it's like, oh, please don't screw up. We really need to get this done.
When we screw up once, that's par for the course. When we screw up twice, we start to giggle. When we screw up 4 times and we have 2 minutes left in the period, that is when you start to feel a little bit of pressure. And every once in a while, I've had to give him the Coach Blyer, listen, this is it. Okay, whistle blows, you're on TV.
I can't! Let's go crazy. Dun, 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 thanks, Sky. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I was yawning. Do you want a picture? Is it a 2-shot or a 1-shot? I'm sorry. All right.
Come out and whoop, whoop, root for our Ravens, our runners, jumpers, and throwers.
Is there ever a time you can't screw up?
You know, no. Actually, we always get multiple takes in the Ravens report. We always get multiple chances to do our best. But, and, you know, so, no, we can, there's not really a live session at all where we can't screw up. Thanks, Trent. Now for a look around the weather around Ridgeview. That's throwing me off. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's getting me every time.
That wraps up another segment of the Ridgeview Review. One more to go.
If you enjoy Ridgeview sports and watching Mr. Blyer make a fool of himself, stay tuned.